Well, it's been a little while, but I am glad to be back with you for another episode of River Thames Nature Diary. My name is Priya. This week we watch the swans wallow around in the mud, we catch up with the crows and their juveniles, see some new little mallard ducklings, and also spend some time with the Canada Geese family. I hope you enjoy this episode and welcome to everyone who is here. The heat of the summer has left and September is finally here. These swans are really quite a sight when they're covered in mud, but I can only imagine it must be worth it for the food that they find. And I guess that they're not too far from the river's edge when they need to wash themselves down. And as I left the swans and made my way east along the river, I came across the crows and their juveniles, and it won't come as any surprise to you to know that the juveniles are still begging their parents for food. The next lovely surprise was to be greeted by a mallard duck and her ducklings. I have seen these cute little things on the river before, but this was the first time that the mama duck brought her ducklings over to have some seeds. They are ever so cute, but I had to leave them to make my way as I'd been seen by the Canada Geese family. I've been following this family of geese since the goslings were tiny, but as you can see they are all so grown up now. The goose at the very front is the older of the goslings. He was adopted into this family, which is why he's slightly older than the other two. He still gets excited to see me, but not as much as when he was little, but perhaps he's just playing it cool now. The goose just behind him is his slightly younger brother. And then next in line is Papa Goose, the dad of the family. And then just behind him is the smallest of the family, his daughter. The mama goose is also there, but she's just slightly out of frame. Every single one of these goslings have their own individual personality, and it's just a pleasure to get to know them. The two brothers are great characters. They are very friendly and protective over each other, but they also bicker and quarrel quite a lot. But their sister, who is the second goose from the left here, the one in the middle, is actually the sweetest and most friendly. I think she's probably the most tame and trusts me the most. But even Papa Goose, seen here on the right hand side at the back, stand guarding over his family, can be very, very sweet, even if he does occasionally hiss at me. But they've all come round to the idea of letting me feed them by hand now, which is an absolute pleasure. Well, that's all for this episode, and thanks so much for joining me. If you've enjoyed this, please like and subscribe, and I will see you all again soon. Goodbye.